everybody, it is another video in Theme Park Tycoon 2, and today we are going to be building a money farm. If you guys have ever played Theme Park Tycoon 2, you might know what I'm talking about, but if you haven't, you probably don't. And today I'm just going to be building one and hopefully start making some money in this park. It has actually ended up being way more big of a park than what I thought at the start of this video. Looks like looks like Luke wants us to go check out his park, so I'm gonna head on over there. Okay, so I am actually at the park now, and I am probably gonna have trouble finding Luke, but we're just gonna forget about that. So I think I saw him somewhere over there. Oh yeah, I think I see him. So he wants us to go check something out. It looks like a roller coaster. I'm not 100% sure, but yes, it is. I'm gonna say hi to see what he wants to show us. Did he just disappear? I don't see him anymore. We'll have to find him. Okay, so I did not find Luke, but I found this guy, J-I-N-X. Hello. I guess he's probably gonna come to the front of the park. I do not see him anywhere. I saw him over here, but then he disappeared. Oh, here he comes. Let's see what he is gonna say. I assume that he's gonna lead us to a ride, but let's see. I want to show you one thing. Okay, let's follow him. He's actually got he's got like a nice park. I like it. This honestly looks a lot like my coaster. If you guys watched episode 1, then I went over to his park and it did not look like this one. Either he spent a lot of time on Theme Park Tycoon, or he actually went ahead and loaded a different park. Oh, it looks like this is the front. Oh, I'm sitting inside someone. But let's go ahead and get the point of view of this. Okay, we have arrived at the stop and we are going to this red roller coaster. Let's see if this thing is actually good. So we're going in the queue path and this looks pretty good. If you've seen my roller coaster I built in the other episode of the series, then yeah, and also it's a good time to say, if you guys have not seen the episode 1, then go ahead and go check those out because those are pretty good. So let's get the POV of this ride. Okay, off into a little airtime. I don't know really what to call that, but kind of bumpy. S turns, airtime, yeah. Oh, that was okay. So that part right here, that was really bumpy. Yeah, but overall that's pretty good. Nice. All right. So that was pretty nice. I like the decorations on this ride. I like this little part where it puts a little catwalk kind of thing up there. Yes, Luke can have perms, but I'm gonna build a money farm. So, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my park and we will make the money farm. Okay, I am back at my park, and I've given Luke permissions, and we should go ahead and get started on this money farm. So I'm gonna have the guest go right down here. I can't really decide where to put this money farm. Maybe I will put it right here. So all we need to delete is 2 to make it go underground. Just like this, and then I will continue this down all the way to the bottom. Okay, so I went ahead and digged out a little hole in the ground and let it into this room, and we will go ahead and get started on the path and then our first ride. And I will tell Luke about the money farm and location. Okay, so I went ahead and cleared I told Luke that the money farm is in the front of the park. It's kind of obvious. And since the guest could kind of just like walk back into the other park that we don't really want them to go in, I went ahead and made the you can't walk through here on both of the sides. So you can't walk through this way or that way. And with the actual money farm, I went ahead and added these paths down to more paths. Okay, so now I'm gonna say the things that you need in a money farm. That's like a drink stall, a food stall, and then a bathroom, and then you need lights. So go to paths, trash, and then so lights. You can put them in front of these stalls. It doesn't really matter. And then you're gonna put those all the way down. If you have disabled collisions, I recommend putting your trash cans inside of the lights. And then that should actually be good for that. And then we're going to go to seats, benches, and then place benches also inside of the lights, trash cans, and in front of the stalls. And guests can actually still use this bathroom stall and drink stall, even though it's non-realistic. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put more of these stalls. I recommend just skipping the bathroom and then going back later to replace the bathroom stall. And then that is all you need for your money farm, except for the coasters. So I like to start out every one of my money farms with a kiddie coaster because those work really well on getting easy money at the start. I actually placed this one wrong, so I'm gonna go ahead and copy this and then place it right here. If you have disabled collisions, I just recommend putting it like that. Just go through the grass, it won't hurt guests at all. Then I'm gonna go ahead and delete that one. And then the junior coaster made it back. I'm gonna place the entrance right here and the exit right there. Then I'm going to get a queue path right here and place it going right, left, and we're just gonna curve it. So now it just curves around into the coaster, and always test your rides before you open them. Put it on, I would say, $11 or $12. I'm gonna put mine on 11 just to be sure. Also gonna go ahead and actually just turn this light up just like that. It doesn't really matter if it's pretty, it just matters if the guests actually like the light. So now you can, and this is optional, put trees if you want a better rating on your park. I like to just put my plants and trees and everything on the ceiling, but I'm not really going to bother it because I'm not really going for high rating. And if you actually have disable collisions, I will show you here, you can just ride right through the ground. But yeah, that is pretty cool that you can do that in Theme Park Tycoon. But now I'm going to probably move on to some more rides, and I would just go down the list like this. Rides you should not put down are the powered train or whatever, and stuff like that. For some reason it just kicked me from the game. Maybe Theme Park Tycoon just got a update, it's possible. I will check the log. Does not look like they have fixed anything today, but yeah, I'm gonna say sorry. It kicked me, so we are gonna just go right down into the money farm again and continue the build. Maybe that's why I wouldn't. Yeah, that's why it wouldn't allow me to delete the trees. So I'm gonna go ahead and just go down this list and tell you again, no power rail coaster, and because it goes by itself no matter what, it doesn't really roll back. And that is actually, I think, the only one that you should not place down, except for maybe I think the mine train. Other than that, you guys should be good. Don't place any water or transport rides down, just roller coasters, and that should. I just actually placed my coaster wrong again. I just did this earlier. I don't know if this is gonna be a problem, but it's been like, I guess it's just gonna. I don't know if roller coasters will allow you to cut. Am I lagging out again? Why does this keep happening to me? Guys, I don't know what's happening. I for real just lagged out again. Guys, what is happening? This is so weird. I don't know if this is Theme Park Tycoon having problems or if this is my computer. I will have to check my internet settings real quick, and yeah. Okay, so everything looks good, and I wouldn't get why the game keeps lagging out. That is weird, because Luke is not lagging out either. Well, he's just not lagging out for some reason, and I'm like the only one that's lagging out. So, looks like you cannot cut and copy a coaster. So, I'm just gonna go ahead and build more, and more. Okay, so I've had no Wi-Fi problems since the last clip that I put on here, and that is good. For you guys, that was probably just like cut right to here, but for me, that was actually a little bit of time. So I went ahead and placed this corkscrew coaster. I made a wild mouse coaster and the junior coaster. And I might have to actually go ahead and expand. So I'm already making quite a lot of money. As you can see, people are buying things. I don't know what I don't know what Luke has been doing. I haven't seen him anywhere around my park. Maybe he's just not here for some reason. He might be at his park still, I don't know. But I'm just going to delete quite a bit of stuff. Some land right here. And go ahead and make more coasters. This can be a really challenging part if you don't have disable collisions. And you have to you have to delete this too. So what I would recommend for people that don't have disabled collisions is actually putting your rides, instead of this way, putting them this way so they face the grass wall over there. And that is because you don't have to dig out way more stuff, and it's overall just a whole bunch easier. Another tip is for placing your paths down. I recommend doing this and going ahead and placing stalls, lights, bathrooms, and seats and trash cans, and then placing this path so your guests can go ahead and walk into this path. Just another tip so you don't have to go back and clean up all the trash. I just ran out of money, and that is not good, so I'm going to have to start waiting for each and every stall. This is boring, really boring, but that's because clearing land gets so expensive over time. It's crazy. And if you want to place the land back, you can't just get it for free. So land just overall costs a lot of money. Okay, so I've actually finished all of the stalls, at least the food and drinks stalls. Now it's just time for the bathrooms. And the bathrooms are cheaper than the food and drink stalls, so they should actually take way less time to place, only $250. Okay, I have finished the bathrooms and food and drink, and that is going to be good. So now what I need to do is get the benches, lights, and trash cans, which actually won't take that much time because starting off benches are only $25, which is not bad at all. I'm gonna put them every 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and I will go ahead and do that for trash cans and light. And let's open it now. So now any guest can go ahead and walk through and discover more paths. And then I will go ahead and build coasters here, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and AFK for like 20 minutes, and then 20 minutes later I will see how much money I have to go ahead and build roller coasters. Okay, so it has been quite a while. And I have actually done a lot. So, pretty much, my friend just called to us got on, and I did not mean I did a lot. I did nothing except for wait for money, and now I almost have $15,000, and I'm going to go ahead and make all of the rides. Okay, so I went ahead and opened all of the rides that I needed to, and they are all open and placed down. Now I need to place down, well, not place down, but add some more light around because it's getting a little bit dark. Okay, so that should actually be bright enough. But yeah, the money farm is actually coming together pretty nicely. I'm liking it. So now we're making actually about 1,000, I would say, every 30 seconds, and that is pretty good. Since there's like, I don't have to pay for any of these workers like at all, then that is really good. Looks like they're not liking the prices. I will go ahead and check what the guests are thinking. Alright, I am excited for a vertical launch coaster. I went to Leaf Park. I'm hungry. I don't think they need to be hungry. They've got plenty of stalls. I'm hungry. The soft drink. Why? They're not even that expensive. But okay. So now all soft drink stalls are actually set to $9 instead of $10. Thirsty, want to sit down for a while, excited for corkscrew coaster. They all look pretty happy. I don't really think there's anything else I could really do other than keep adding on and adding on. So I was AFK for about 30 minutes there, and I got about, like I showed you guys, about 15,000, really 14,400 or something like that. But yeah, I think that is actually pretty good. So I don't really know what to do next. Oh, looks like Luke has actually come over. Let's see how he likes this park. I think, or not park, Money Farm. It's kind of like a park, but it's like way easier to build. I don't know if he has anything to say. Oh, I have a small money farm. Okay, so I am back. It's been like 3 hours. It was kind of a random time, but I just decided to go AFK for a long time. And if you look up on the right corner and see my money, I am stacked. I have 180,000. Well, really 79,000, but we're just gonna count it for 80,000. And that is the best I've had for a while since I spent Robux to get money. So I noticed that there's some trash over there, so I'm just gonna go ahead and place some trash cans. Okay, so now that I've got some trash cans, I'm going to make a really cool coaster. I think it's gonna be a launch coaster. Let me see. So, multi-launch coaster. I will probably make the roller coaster right here. For this one, I'm actually going to make it on the ground, since if I make it in the air, so I'm going to make it like 4 or 5 long, and then I'm going to make it roll out for a little bit and then go into a elevator track. And then I'm going to go to lift and go like that. Then I'll have to extend this until the train can actually fit on it. And I'm gonna make it like down to the inch right there. Well, maybe I'll make it a little bit longer in case I decide to make the trains a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make it lift a little bit higher. Maybe, well, I don't really know. There. And then I'm gonna place that. Go to normal track. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put some brakes. And I'm gonna turn it this way. And now that I hopefully have it, I'm gonna snap to grid. Perfect. And then I'm gonna start basic editor and launch. And then, well, I don't know if this has hold brakes before drop. So hold brakes before drop, so that train actually like stops right there. And I'll let it roll out a little bit. And then I'm gonna put some boosters going like this. And I'm gonna make this completely flat. Now I'm going to bring it up, and if this coaster isn't too smooth, it's because I haven't played in a long time. I have not played for like a long time. Every once in a while with Theme Park Tycoon, I get kind of bored of it because it's like the same game. And I will switch to a different game. Just like if you guys like my Forsaken videos, then yeah, those might be continued at some point in time. I don't really know when, but I will work on it. they'll eventually, hopefully, will have some Forsaken videos back. I'm gonna kind of make it curve into a drop. That looks pretty cool. So I'll just drop, like, try to make a smooth drop. Perfect. And then maybe some sideways airtime. Or I don't really know what you would call this, but yeah, I'm gonna sway it to the right a little bit on this. Like that. And then I'm going to turn it down into the left. Perfect. And I'm gonna need it a little bit larger because that drop is gonna get you way faster than that. So now I might add like a little helix. Perfect. I'll stop it up here and I will reset and snap to grid. I don't really like that, snap to grid. That will do for now. And then I'm just going to reset it to 0 and continue. Now I'm going to drop into like a turn. Make sure I have a little bit of pivot offset and just like that, maybe a little bit of outer bake. I never really use that on my coasters that I usually build. And then maybe some S turns. Up into this. Down to some more S turns. Maybe a little bit less bank, and then I'm going to bring it over and go up a little bit so I keep some speed, and then I will make it go flat again, just like that. That will not work there. Maybe. Perfect. I'll honestly take that over something else. Then I want to add some airtime because we only have one airtime part in this. This does not look that smooth at all, but I don't know. I'll try it. I will actually test it pretty soon. Make a little turn, maybe a corkscrew here. I think it would be an okay place for a corkscrew. Yeah, and then continue it down a little. Yes. And then I'll turn it and raise it a little bit. Yes, just like that. Looking good. Then I'll turn it, and I have to add some airtime somewhere, so I'll get that in just a second. Maybe an airtime hill or something. It's like a time when I will turn off disable collisions to make sure that it's not going to be too bumpy. That would be possible, but I'm not going to do that. Then I'm gonna keep turning. Then fake a turn. Down, right, I'm at left. Maybe a little bit more banking. Less. There. Yeah, this might be very, very rough. I will go ahead and test it right here to make sure that this is at least going to be rideable and realistic. But now I will go ahead and lift up. Perfect. Then it should stop us right here, and the whole train will hopefully make it on the track. Yeah. Now it should keep us still for a few minutes, like for 3 seconds. It's going. There we go. I might have to tone this, yeah. Well, yeah, I might have to tone this launch down a little bit. Maybe a lot. Yeah. It's a good layout, but it's just not, it's not really smooth because of that launch. Okay, I had to fly me as far away from the station as it could. So I'm going to go ahead and go to operations and turn that boost power down. I will try I will do 34% and try that. And if that doesn't work, then I'll try 30. Or if I need to go faster, then I can go faster. I don't know if it would be cool to have like a stall up there. Maybe a stall would be cool. It would give you like the perfect amount of speed. But I don't know. But I'm gonna go ahead and do this again. And okay, we're about to launch. And let's go. Slowly inching forward, and it is ready to launch. Let's go. Not really that fast acceleration because it's such a long launch. That is not going to be enough. So it looks like I will have to actually go ahead and minus some. So I will turn that, I meant plus some. I'll turn it up to 50 and test it because I felt like it was like almost there, but Alright, we are starting the launch. I will see how this works. It's accelerating way faster. I like that. I like it. Yes. Perfect. That is like, I love that. That is the perfect speed to be at. That was pretty good. I like it. Alright, that's a little rough. I'll have to go and smooth that out. That was airtime. Okay, so we do have some airtime in here. That was smooth. That was nice. I really like that. And this is a little bit too rough. That did not look too nice right there. So the only part that I see that I have to fix is this part right here. And I will go ahead and fix that by going to track editor. And yeah. And oh, it actually goes the other way. I will have to edit from right here. I think this is the part, right? No, it was not. Oh. Okay. So I have to restore that. Go to this piece right here. Perfect. Right here. It's gonna be too bumpy, so I don't really know how to fix this. I'll add a lot of that. So I can't run into that other thing like that. See, I can't even. And if I wanted to make this really smooth, it would have to go like right there. I'm gonna test like, would this train be able to run? No. That does not work. So I think what I have to do is make that go back a little bit, and then see if I can like get this in one try. That looks smooth enough. And then I'm gonna take it up with red, which it is not deciding to work. Try to connect it right here. Not the smoothest. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take this right there and delete it. Whoa. And then I'm going to try to connect it up here. That is good for now. Now I'm going to test it again. Okay, so it's definitely a little late, but you guys have already seen the launch. Yeah, I'll take it. Fine. It's one rough part, which shouldn't be too bad. That's the part I really like. That corkscrew is just beautiful. And then, like I was saying earlier, this needs to go, this piece, too rough. And then I'm gonna end it off pretty soon because it is getting a little long, but how can a roller coaster ever be long? But it is getting a little too long and I will have to end it. But I'm going the complete other direction than the station. So let's turn this around. I think it would be cool if I can go through the corkscrew. That it doesn't like that. I'm gonna add some of that offset there. Then I'll go over the station down let's put some brakes on. We'll have to go to boost. This is so hard. Booster, and then this is how I straighten track when I need it. So, and then I go to brakes, and then I will put some brakes down, normal, make it go down into a little turn. Like that. That looks good. And then I will snap to grid once I get maybe a little overbanking. Well, no. I'll snap to grid once I can. Right here. Snap to grid. Perfect. Now I just need to bring it over to the station, which I will add some brakes here actually. Brakes. And then add those, basic editor. Turn it. Did I actually get these? I think I actually got these measurements right. Yeah, perfect. Maybe? Yay, I did. Huh? What? What? This is... Wow. That's weird. Okay. Whatever. So this is gonna be what it looks like. I'll skip to the launch real quick. Okay, we're on the launch. And let's go. Okay. So this part, I like it. I like the little part where it goes like that. I think it would be cool if I could turn left right there, but no. See, that's not too bad. It's not the smoothest, but it's not like terrible. Little airtime. That's a big airtime right there. Into this corkscrew that I love. And to this turn, which is this new track right here. And to the brakes. And then this turn should be kind of nice because it's overbanked. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay, so overall that ride works pretty well. I don't see any problems with it, but yeah. I guess that will be the end of today's episode, I guess. So I don't really know what else to add, and this video is probably going to be close to 30 minutes, and yeah, I'll put the time on screen right now, but yeah, 30-minute video. Trying to keep up with 30 minutes, guys. If you like the 30-minute videos, then let me know, or if you want me to shorten them to a little bit shorter time, that can be done too. Next episode I'll probably make a station for that ride, add some decoration, maybe mountains. I don't really know. Make it like the others. I spent so much time on the other stations, so I should on that one too. But like I said, that is going to be the end of today's episode.